Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. It's Dr. Priya. I'm here for tea time and I just wanted to take a couple minutes to just share. And as a lot of you know, I'm an integrative doctor and I do acupuncture and I do some energy work, and I do a lot of integrative medicine, including blood chemistry and functional medicine analysis. But today, we're not going to talk about any of that. Today, I want to talk about our four bodies. Yes, our four bodies. We have four of them. So the first body is our physical body. Our second body is our mental body. Our third is our spiritual body. And our fourth is our emotional body. And that's the one that I want to discuss with you today. So as some of you may be feeling the change with things around you, I think everyone's kind of been feeling some different shifts in different ways. And, I always look to our emotional bodies. And basically what that means is things that we have accepted as our old belief systems that they don't really belong to us. So basically, let's start from the beginning, and I'll try to make this not too long of a video, but just enough so you get the information. So, an example, you're at work, something happens, someone says something to you, and you just got this feeling of that wasn't really nice. Like, why did that person do that? And a lot of what I tell my patients is that, look, it's not about them. They're just lessons in our lives. It's about you. What is it that it made you feel about yourself? What is it that you've accepted, an old belief system, an old pattern, an old way of thinking? And if we back up and really look at where all of that comes, what I found is that a lot of our old thought patterns and our old belief systems, they come from our childhood. And it's not to blame anybody, and it's not to blame our families or our parents or anything like that, not at all. Because I believe that we come into this world as these amazing beings of love, and we are perfect the way we are. We've just forgotten that. And the key is to go back and remember, and to be in that space of love, to be in that space of light and connect to that all the time. And when you do that, everything seems a lot smoother. We don't have these moments of feeling so stuck anymore. But basically, so if we think about, our childhood, and if our parents didn't know how to do this inner work is what I call, and if they didn't know how to, filter their children from things that they define themselves, whether it's people or things, and this actually comes from lineages of their parents doing the same thing to them, and so on and so forth. And so what happens is, they'll define their child on, okay, if you don't behave like this, then you're this. If you don't do this, then you're this. Or if you want to get love, then you have to behave this way. And love is unconditional, you see? So then as children, because children are so pure, they start accepting these things. And then we do that. And then as adults, we carry a lot of these old belief systems into our life. And then we allow them to define who we are. And now it's time to stop doing that. So when we work on the emotional body, we release a lot of those belief systems in order to create our own. So for example, going back to the first story that I had mentioned about a coworker or anybody in your life, it could be a friend or anybody or any circumstance, something happens and you take it personally and it doesn't make you feel happy, or you feel this feeling in your gut, you're like, gosh, that just wasn't nice. So what do we do? Either sometimes we just take it in and we just keep our mouth shut and don't say anything, or sometimes we create this battleground of defensiveness, and we say something that's probably not so productive. And I think the key is to stop, take a breath, pause a minute, and really think about, for example, what is it that it made us feel about ourselves? Just remember, those people are lessons. And now it's time to let go of that lesson. But in order to do that, you have to understand, what exactly did that make you feel about yourself? Did it make you feel unworthy? Did it make you feel not good enough? Did it make you feel stupid, which would make you feel not good enough? Did it make you feel unappreciated? Did it make you feel unloved, uncared for, unvalidated? What was that specifically? You have to go deeper. Besides being angry and upset, it's much more than that. And so the key is figuring that out first. And then once you do, for example, say that it made you feel unappreciated and unloved and uncared for, then we take those feelings and you just, think of that person in front of you and tell them, I don't accept those feelings anymore. They're not part of who I am. And I remove the feeling of unworthiness. I remove the feeling of not being good enough. I remove the feeling of feeling unappreciated and unvalidated and unloved. And then you always have to replace that with, I am worthy. I am good enough. I am loved. I love who I am. Because we are divine beings of light. We are loved innately. And when we remember that and connect to that, we will always have that. And we don't need that from anything outside of us. And then you do this and take a deep breath, and you should feel a little bit better. So this work is a lot more detailed than that, of course. And if any of you are struggling and need some assistance and support, please reach out. You can comment on the post below. You can email me at contact@drdrpriya@vani.com. You can, just send me a message. I'd love to hear from you. All right? Go do some inner work. Go clear that emotional body and make it a great day. Bye.